Okay, well, to respect everyone's time, I'm going to get us started. I have a few things to go over. So as people start trickling in, we'll get them up to speed. But I just want to welcome you and thank you all for coming. Can you all see my screen okay? Just give me a thumbs up. I know some of you are on mute and stuff, but welcome. We're here for the Bodyweight Bootcamp. I know it's something totally different than what we've done, but we're all enjoying this beautiful summer weather. So I wanted to take advantage of that and do something different and show how beef can be used as a recovery protein and really to fuel your workouts as well. So with us tonight, we have Chrissy and Terry. And just a little bit about us. My name is Jennifer Orr. I work with the Northeast Beef Promotion Initiative, and I know we have some old folks who have been with our workshops before, know who we are, but for some of those newer folks, we work throughout this region here that you'll see, Maine to Northern Virginia, and we promote beef on behalf of farmers and ranchers who are out there working every day to raise it, and we just talk about the benefits of beef in a variety of atmospheres, especially like the ones we're doing here with these virtual workshops. So just a little ground rules. I just want to let you know, you probably see it flashing, but you are being recorded. So we would love to have your cameras on for tonight. Let us see what you're doing. It would also help Chrissy if you have a question about a body movement so that she can help you get in the right position for that. You're welcome to keep your mics off because that'll help with the volume on Chrissy's end as well. We are going to do Q&A at the end. So feel free to hold your questions to the end. But I'll also be monitoring the chat feature. So if you have something, just throw it in there and I'll shoot it over to Chrissy and Terry to help us answer those questions. And then I went through a little bit of this and you probably saw it in our previews, but we're just here to do some fun bodyweight exercises to, really encompass everyone so that we can reach a wide array of audiences. There's not going to be any equipment used for this one. We have some exciting things that we'll be sending you afterwards to do some different workouts. But for this one, we just want to keep it really simple so that everybody can do them. And then highlight beef as a recovery protein, like I said. And if you're new, and I'm sure most of you have found us through Facebook and Instagram, but if not, please keep in touch. We're on Facebook and Instagram as Northeast Beef Promo. So be sure to follow along there. And without further ado, I will pass it over to our guest speakers, Chrissy and Terry. And if I'll put them on the screen here, I'll highlight them so you can see everything that they're doing, but they are on our Northeast Team Beef. So we like to use great athletes like this to help us tell our story and advocate for beef. So you'll see they're in their Team Beef running gear here on the photos and here tonight with us. So we really appreciate you both for joining us. Thank you. And I'll pass it over to you. Let me just get some things squared away here. But thanks, awesome. Everyone. Welcome, guys.
Awesome. Hey, everybody. I am so excited to be here with you tonight. We are going to do an awesome bodyweight boot camp. I just want to reinforce this boot camp is for all levels, whether you haven't, hit the gym in the last year or whether you are there a couple of days a week. We're going to offer a ton of different modification ideas. So I'm going to be doing some of the less intense movements, and Terry is going to be doing some of the more intense movements. So you just follow along based on your current fitness level and how you feel. If at any point during this session you feel like you need to stop and take a break, get a sip of water, anything like that, you're more than welcome to. And like Jen mentioned, if you have any questions about how to do a certain movement, or you're not quite sure, or you can't see us correctly here, just type it in the chat, let us know, and Jen will make sure to kind of call me out so that we can show that. So everybody ready to get started? All right, awesome. So we're gonna start with just a little warm up. I'm actually going to be stationary for this because I cannot follow the backwards movement of the camera and think of what I'm saying and the next thing I'm saying at the same time. So I'm going to shout out the commands and Terry is going to lead you through this. But what this is, it's called the left, right, back, front, up, down. So when I say left, you're going to do a left side lunge. When I say right, you're going to do a right side lunge. When I say forward, you're going to just jog forward with as much space as you have. When I say back, jog back. When I say up, jump up. When I say down, squat down. Everybody good? All right, so I'm gonna let Terry, we're gonna see how quickly his mind works here with these. Are we ready? All right, left, right, up, down, forward, right, left, back, up, down, forward, left, right, back, up, left, forward, up, down, back, right, left, forward, down. All right. Everybody feeling a little warmed up now? It's kind of hard, right? Letting your mind think and trying to follow it all at the same time. So I promise the rest of it's going to be a little bit easier. What we're going to hop into next, it's called clock out knockout. So the way that this is going to work is like a clock, right? 12 hands on the clock. We're going to do 12 different exercises. We're going to do them for 60 seconds each. Okay, for each exercise, we're going to show you some different modifications of it. You do as many as you can in those 60 seconds. So we'll have a few, 20 to 30 seconds in between where we get you ready for the next exercise. But for the 60 seconds, when I say go to when I say stop, you do as many as you can in that time frame. Okay, so we're going to start with a nice, easy cardio one. We're just going to do some jumping jacks for 1 minute straight. All right, everyone ready? And go. So if anybody cannot jump, I'm going to show you modification. Okay, so if you can't jump, you're just going to do step outs like this while you raise your arms. So we're going to do as many as we can. And I'm sorry if the mic's bouncing around. I've got it as tight as I can on my shirt here, but it's a little hard for jumping stuff. Keep it going, 30 more seconds. All right, who do I see in the video here? Nice job, Heather. Good work. Keep it going, keep it going. You're almost there. All right, 60 seconds. Nice job, everyone. Awesome. Next up on our list is a glute bridge. So for a glute bridge, what you're going to do is lay down. You're going to have your knees up like this. And we're going to show you two different ways. So you can pause for a second while we show. The first way is just going to be both legs coming up like this. Okay, that's option one. Option two, you want to make it a little harder. Bring them up, march your feet. Okay, option three, which Terry will show you, is a single leg glute bridge. Straight out. Yep. So those are your three options, all right? 60 seconds, as many as you can. When you lift your legs up, when you lift your butt up here, you want to make sure you get a nice tight squeeze, hold your core tight, then lower back down. Are we ready? Let's roll, 60 seconds. This one's hard because I can't see anybody on the screen. Everyone's on their floor, but I assume everybody's doing great.
They're still doing it.
Awesome.
They're doing great. I'll be your monitor over here.
Good job, everyone. Hopefully you're feeling a nice little burn in your glutes right now. This is a great exercise if any of you are runners. Great for strengthening the glute muscles, as well as keeping a tight core, especially if you add in the marching or the single leg. All right, nice work, everyone. Awesome. Okay, everyone's still doing good. Yeah. I keep forgetting my camera's up here and my monitor's down here. So if you see me looking at the ground, that's why. All right, we're gonna roll into crunches next. We're gonna do basic crunches here. Terry and I are gonna be doing the same thing for this. You can feel free if you wanna modify to a bicycle crunch or something else, completely up to you. But for a basic crunch, we're gonna lay down. You're just gonna be using your core to lift your body slightly. What you don't wanna do is pull from your neck, okay? So you wanna use your core. You can use this for a little support if you want, and you're just gonna bring yourself up slightly, back down. All right, 1 minute starts now. Keep it going, you got this. Where's everybody working out from right now, Jen? Is everybody home, outside? What do you see?
Yeah, I see one outside. Caitlin's outside. It's gorgeous.
Ooh.
Billy Joe's actually in Montana, so I was hoping some mountain scenes from that one.
Montana? Billy Joe, what are you out there for? Vacation?
Vacationing.
Oh, nice.
I some home gyms. It might be a little too hot where you are too. It got pretty humid this afternoon, so I can understand sitting in the air condition.
All right, 60 seconds. Nice work, everyone. Good job. All right. Everyone feeling good? Yeah. Okay, next move we've got, we're going to do some squats. Now, basic squat form, your legs are going to be a little bit more than hip distance apart. Okay, you're going to drive your butt back, hips down. You're going to come down, ideally to about parallel. If you can go further, you can go further down and come up, okay? If you can't go that far, that's okay. Get to where you can go and come back up. You want to make it a little bit more difficult, you add some dynamic movement. So Terry's going to show you how to do a jump squat. So you're going to go up into the jump and then come back down, back into that squat. All right, 60 seconds on the clock. Let's go. We got this, you guys. Bring that butt down, use your glutes and your legs to drive yourself back up. Good job. Oh yeah, I see Billy Joe now. I was on the floor before. I couldn't see where she was. See, Caitlin, good job. Keep it going. Couple more seconds. Come on, Terry. I got it. All right, good job. That was 60 seconds. Nice work, everyone. All right, next up, most of this body weight workout is focused on legs and core, mainly because that is what I like to work out. But we are gonna just do some quick boxing punches, work a little bit on arm strength, a little bit of cardio. So what we're gonna do, we're just gonna get into a stance, okay? We're gonna punch out, back in, but you're gonna do it as quick as you can. About 30 seconds, switch towards the other side. Everybody got it? All right, 60 seconds, let's go. I don't know who you're angry at right now, but you just imagine they are right in front of you and taking it all out on them. You got this. Good job, you guys. Keep your core nice and tight. I don't want to see weeble wobble. Nice and tight. All right, switch to the other side. Keep it going. Hopefully everyone's got a nice sweat at this point. Heart's pumping, feeling good. Keep it going. About 10 more seconds. Keeping that core tight. You guys got this. All right. Nice job. Awesome. All right. We're on number 6, halfway around the clock. So what we're going to do next are planks. Many of us are probably familiar with planks. There's a lot of different ways to do them. I'm going to be doing a forearm plank. That means that my arms, my forearms, are going to be on the ground. Terry is going to do full arm like this. Now I want to show you a modification to this. So if you are doing a forearm plank and you want to make it a little more difficult, Spider-Man. Okay, you're going to bring your legs up like Spider-Man. If you're doing a full arm plank and you want to make it more difficult, shoulder taps. Keep that core nice and tight, keeping the body nice and straight. All right. If you want to keep it simple, just standard forearm or extended arm. If you can't hold it all 60 seconds, that's fine. Put your knees down for a few seconds, then hop right back into it. We ready? Think we can hold it for that 60 seconds? Let's try. Let's go. Keep it going. Try to keep your body straight like a board. Backside flush. You don't want it to be arching like this. You want it to be low to the ground. Keep it up. Good job. My feet are sliding. All right. 60 seconds. Who did it? Give me a thumbs up. Yeah, I like it. Something in my garage is falling. I like it. Awesome. Good work, y'all. All right. There's a large spider. My son's down here behind us. There is a large spider for everyone's info. Okay, so next up, we're going to do donkey kicks. We'll do 2 different ways. So I'm going to do standard donkey kick. You're on all 4s, okay? You're going to bring one leg up like this, okay? Terry is going to do a straight leg donkey kick with a half circle, more challenging option. Straight leg back, half circle around. There we go. But all the way back down to the ground. Straight leg, half circle, down to the ground. Keep your hips stable, Terry. All right, are we ready? So we're gonna do 60 seconds of those. Again, if you want the less tough version, you follow me. You want the tougher version, you're gonna follow Terry, which is straight leg back, half circle around, back in. Straight leg back, half circle around, back in. All right, let's go. 60 seconds. And you can alternate legs, or you can stay on the same for half the time. It's up to you. Try to keep your core tight so that your hips don't rock when you're doing this. Sometimes when people bring their leg up, their hips go like that, they lean. You want to keep it nice and tight. Good job, everyone. About 20 more seconds. You got this. All right. Nice work, everyone. Good job. We are almost through our clock here. Everyone, if you've got some water, grab a quick sip. Especially in these hot summer days, want to make sure everybody's staying nice and hydrated. Good job. Okay, next up is a Russian twist. A Russian twist is usually done with weight, but it can also be a really great body weight exercise if you're new to working out. So we're gonna do two versions. I'm gonna do a version where I have my legs on the floor, knees bent, leaning slightly back, and I'm just going to each side, pretending like I'm holding something. Terry's going to do a version where he is bringing his legs up a little bit and maintaining that core tension to go back and forth. So I'll let you decide which you want to do, okay? More moderate version, more challenging version. Let's take it for 60 seconds. You got this. Go. Keep your core nice and tight. Okay, let your core hold you. I'm hoping I'm not going to start sweating all over this mic, but we'll see what happens. Keep it going. Again, letting that core hold you and guide your movement. You've got 15 more seconds. Can you make it, Terry? Let's see. Good job, everyone. All right. Good work. Nice work. All right. We're going to get back to our legs. Hopefully y'all aren't too tired of the leg work yet. I love it. We're going to do some lunges. So I'm going to be doing just a standard forward lunge down, okay? Want to be careful not to let my knee extend too far over, right? I'm going to keep it in line there, and then I'm going to come back up. And I'm going to alternate legs. Terry's going to do a little bit more challenging. He's going to go down in a lunge, plyometric, come back up, splits, yeah, and back down, okay? So you choose which is best for you. 60 seconds on the clock. Let's go. You got this. Good job, Caitlin. Good job, Billy Joe. Good job, Heather. That's who I can see on my screen. Who else is out there, Jen?
Will, Andrea, Jenny.
Awesome.
Sure, they're doing great.
Good job, everyone. Keep it
and if
going.
you have questions, just put them in the chat.
Do you like how I just forced Terry to do the really intense workout?
He's not talking and working out, though.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah. Sorry, Terry. I'll get you 2 pieces of cake for that one.
All right. Good job, everyone. Nice going. That was 60 seconds. We are almost done with our clock out and knockout. You keep it up. I want to see full effort. Next exercise is called dead bug. What this looks like is you're going to lie down on the floor, knees bent and up, arms straight out. Now, if your core is not super strong, you may want to extend one arm at a time, one leg at a time. What I mean by that is one out, back, then arm, back. If you feel comfortable, Terry will be doing it this way. You can do opposite arms and legs at the same time. Okay? Everyone ready? 60 seconds, let's go. You want to make sure your lower back is planted into the ground. If you feel it arching up, just kind of readjust your position a little bit. And then make sure you're using your core to bring that leg out, bring that arm down. Keep it up. You guys are doing great. 5 more seconds. You got this. Good work, everyone. Nice going. All right. Feeling good? I hope so. All right, next up, a little bit of cardio. We're going to do lateral jumps. You're going to pretend there is a line here right next to you. At home, when you're doing this, if you want, you can put a ruler down, a shoelace, whatever. We're just going to pretend for now. And we're just going to jump over, back and forth. If you can't jump, quick steps. Okay? So I'll do the quick steps for those of you that can't do the jumping. Terry will do lateral jumping for those that can. Everybody ready? All right, 60 seconds, let's go. And the goal with this is really, if you're doing these quick steps, keep them as quick as possible, but less stress on the joints than jumping. Good job, everyone. Sorry, our camera doesn't know where to focus right now, but you just keep it up and we're gonna fix that in 1 second. Keep it going.
I can still see you through it.
All right.
So.
Terry will take care of fixing it in a moment. There we go. 10 more seconds. Tap, tap, good job. All right. Nice work, everyone. We got 1 exercise left in our clock out knockout. So this exercise is called inchworm. We're going to do what's called a stationary inchworm. So with this, you're going to start at standing. You're going to bring your hands down, bend your knees a little bit if you need to, hands on the floor. You're going to walk your hands out until you're flat. Walk them back up. Now, if you want to make it more challenging, you could do that and add a push-up at the end. Terry will show you how. And then come right back up. All right. Last one in this set. You guys got this, okay? So we're going to do 30 seconds. It's 30. What do you think? I'm going to let you guys off easy. 60 seconds. Starting now. Let's go. Keep it up, you guys. You're doing great. All right. How's everyone feeling? Everyone good? I hope so. We have just a couple more minutes left of just a little balance exercise at the end. You all made it through that clock out knockout. Now, strength stuff is super important, but as part of our workouts, we want to also think about functional fitness, things we need to be doing on an everyday basis. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a little activity that has to do with your perception and your balance. So I just want you to take anything, could be a water bottle, piece of paper, anything, and you're going to put it in front of you. And what you're going to do is take 3 giant steps back. 1, 2, 3. Now I want you to try to do 5 equal hops to where you placed your item. That was kind of equal. That wasn't bad. And now what you're going to do is a little bit of balance work. You're going to bring one leg up. You're going to come down, tap, back up. Okay? So see if you can do that activity 5 taps on each leg. Do the same thing on the other leg, okay? So let's get it started. So 3 big steps back. 5 equal hops forward. That was pretty bad at equal. And then 5 balance touches. Kind of like a runner's lunge, right? So you should be kicking that leg fully back, coming up as balanced as possible. 4. Nice job. Do it on the other leg. 3 steps back. 5 equal. 5 balance touches. You might notice, it feels a little more challenging on one side compared to the other. It's very common. A lot of us have one hip that's a little bit weaker than the other.
No one's fallen over yet, so
that's good.
You're doing good.
All right. Hopefully everybody got 5 on each side. See a couple of people finishing up. Awesome. All right, we're going to end with just a couple quick stretches here, and then I'm going to talk to you a little bit about beef and being a recovery food. So go ahead and do a quad stretch. Hold your leg up to your butt. Get a nice stretch right here. If you need to, you can hang on to something if you have a fence or a couch or anything like that. Good job. All right, switch to the other leg. Good work, everyone. What do we think? Are we sweaty? Did we get a good workout? Give me a thumbs up if we did. Awesome. Good work, everyone. All right, we're going to go ahead and just stretch out our hamstrings a little bit. So feet nice and wide, flat down, touch the floor if you can. Just going to hang here for about 15 seconds, get a nice stretch in the back of our legs there. Since our legs really did a lot of work today, those lunges, squats, all that stuff does a lot for our quads and our hamstrings. All right, come on back up. All right, now dance party. I'm just kidding. You don't have to do a dance party with me. I would love that, actually. That should be our next workshop, virtual dance party. Awesome. I am so proud of you. Good job, Terry. Good job, everybody. So now I just want to talk for a few minutes about, now that you guys get to see up close my sweaty face, about the benefits of beef for recovery and for just our health in general. So whenever we work out, okay, when we're doing strength training, we're making little microscopic tears in our muscle. So whenever you're doing any kind of strength training, those glute bridges, those lunges, you're making these little tiny microscopic tears. And in order for our muscles to repair and to rebuild and get stronger, we need to make sure that we're fueling our body with foods it needs to do that. And specifically, one of those nutrients that's in foods that helps us with that is protein. So protein contains amino acids. It's the building block. Amino acids are the building blocks of protein, building blocks of our muscles there. So we want to make sure we're eating good, high quality protein to help with that muscle repair and recovery. And what's a great source of high quality protein? I know you guys know it. It is beef, right? So lean beef is such a great food for those who are active, who have fitness goals, because it contains a really concentrated source of protein. So I'll give you an example here. This is a 3 ounce. It's a little bit more. It's 3.2 ounces. I measured it before I came on today. 3.2 ounce lean beef patty, and 3 ounces of cooked lean beef contains about 25 grams of protein. That's great. Now, a lot of people will say, oh, well, there's protein in lots of foods. We don't need to worry about it. But there's 2 things. One, the amount of protein that comes in other foods, you would have to eat a pretty high caloric amount to get the same amount that you would get from beef. 2, beef contains a high quality protein, meaning it has all of the essential amino acids that we need. So I'll give you an example. This is how much peanut butter you would need to eat to have the same amount of protein as our 3-ounce piece of beef here. That's 6.5 tablespoons of peanut butter. Now, I love peanut butter. I love it. I don't know that I could eat 6.5 tablespoons comfortably at once. Similarly, okay, we always hear about quinoa. Quinoa is great. I love quinoa. But you'd have to eat about 3 cups of quinoa to get the same amount of protein as that 3-ounce piece of lean beef. That's a lot. Okay, so that concentrated source of protein in lean beef can be really important. Now, I want to talk about 2 things when it comes to protein timing. The first is workout timing. So I'm sure you've heard, or like maybe you've seen at the gym, people talking about protein after a workout. And protein is really important if you are really concerned about like strength goals, or if you're an athlete or you're training for a race, you do want to make sure that you have protein in that post-workout time frame. After a workout, your muscles are better able to utilize the fuel that you eat. And that fuel comes in 2 parts. It comes in carbohydrates, that's the energy, that we have stored in our muscles that we use during a workout. And then also that protein that helps with the muscle repair and recovery. So ideally, if you do have, certain fitness goals, you want to try to eat something within about 30 to 60 minutes after a workout. The specific amount of protein will vary a lot depending on your weight, the type of exercise you're doing, training goals, all kinds of stuff. But generally, 15 to 30 grams of protein in that post-workout time frame can be a smart choice. Now, a lot of times we think about post-workout and all we think of is, oh, I need a protein shake or something like that. But your recovery protein can come from whole foods you have at home. So a couple ideas that I like to share with regards to beef would be something like a lean beef burger on a bun with some veggies and some fruit salad, or a baked potato that you stuff with taco meat and top with corn and salsa. Or maybe you make a quinoa salad with some marinated sirloin, and then you throw in tomatoes and feta and red onions and cucumbers, kind of like almost like a Greek salad, Greek quinoa salad. Those can all be really nice recovery meals after a workout. The other thing I want to talk about with protein timing is everyday just balanced meals. So if you think about us, we tend to backload our protein. Most people eat very little protein at breakfast, right? Most of our breakfast foods are things like cereal, bagels. They tend to be more starchy, less protein dense. We tend to eat some at lunch, and then most people tend to eat a lot at dinner. It would do our body a lot of good if we space that out more evenly throughout the day. So if we aim for about 25 to 30 grams of protein at breakfast, lunch, and dinner, maybe some snacks that have some protein in between, it helps us in 2 ways. The first is optimizing that muscle repair and recovery. The second is protein is a satiating nutrient, which means it helps you to feel full after you eat. So I don't know about you, if you've ever had something for breakfast and like an hour later, you're like, okay, I'm already hungry again. What do I do now? Maybe adding a little bit more protein to that breakfast meal will help keep you a little bit more satisfied until your mid-morning snack or until lunchtime. So try spreading that protein intake out during the day. And don't forget that beef can fit into more than just dinner. So I have a recipe on my blog for a breakfast burger. So it's a beef and mushroom patty topped with arugula and blue cheese and a fried egg, all on an English muffin. It is so good. It will beat any breakfast out of the water. I will stick to that claim. Or you could do something like a hash, right? So you could have lean ground beef. You could have potatoes or sweet potatoes, peppers, onions. You could spice it up with some Southwestern seasoning, so like cumin, chili powder, add some avocado in there. So you can get really creative. But just I like to reinforce that, you know, beef can come into play at breakfast too. The last thing I want to mention is iron. So we talked a lot about protein, but especially as active people, iron is really important. Iron is involved in transporting oxygen to your muscles. So when we're working out, our muscles, right, when we're doing all that exercise, our muscles, it needs that oxygen to be able to continue functioning. Now, iron is found in a variety of foods, but here's the cool thing. So a 3-ounce portion of beef provides about 14% of your daily iron needs. And the iron that is in beef and other animal foods is absorbed better by your body compared to the iron that's in plant foods. So particularly for women, you know, women before menopause, we have a monthly cycle. We lose iron every month during that cycle. It's really important to make sure that we are getting high quality iron in our diet. When you don't get enough iron, you risk suffering from fatigue and poor training and all of these other things that kind of go along with that. So beef can be a great way to get iron in there as well. I hope that this was kind of a helpful overview of the ways that beef can aid in recovery, but really as a great food for supporting your fitness goals with that high quality protein, with that iron. And then it's got other vitamins and minerals too. I'm not going to go into all of them today, but things like vitamin B12, zinc, selenium, we really get a high quality nutrition package from that lean beef. So I will turn it over to Jen. Jen, are there any questions or anything?
No, I'm not seeing any in the chat, but first of all, thank you, Chrissy and Terry. That was great. I know I didn't break a sweat like all of you, but I so applaud all of you for doing that. And thanks for sticking with us. And those tips at the end were really great. So thank you for sharing those. Yeah, Chrissy, we're going to be on if you have any questions. I know there were a few questions. If you had any from our post survey, you know, feel free to drop those in and we can ask Chrissy while she's here. I have a few things to follow up with you guys on. Oh, sorry. Can you guys see my screen now?
Yes.
Okay, so I just wanted to, you know, thank you again, both Chrissy and Terry for joining us. That was great. I hope you all learned something, can take that home. Some really easy, you know, bodyweight exercises that you guys can do at home without any equipment. We would love to hear any of your feedback from the event. I will pop in a survey to the chat box here. So if you guys just want to take that, we're going to be sending out some really cool swag packages. So Chrissy helps me pick out, you know, I will default to her, some resistance bands. So we have a medium and a heavyweight resistance band that we're going to send you as a follow-up package and a workout that Chrissy put together for the resistance band. So it's great to do the bodyweight exercise. I know that's for everyone, but we want to send you a little something extra. So Chrissy put that together for you all. And then last but not least, you know, we've been doing these workshops monthly. So be sure to join us for our next workshop in July. It'll be the 21st at 6:30, and Abby's coming on to do some batch cooking with beef. So I think I did see a question and I couldn't get my chat box up. So let me put this in here and read this up to you. Oh, just so thank you. Very informative. The exercises that I can easily incorporate and the functionality into the exercises. So yeah. Thank you, Chrissy. Oh, one thing I was thinking, could we just make a list of everything you did to share with the group? You know, all the exercises and the time it took for each of those? I think she might have. We might have lost her for a minute. Can everyone still hear me? But okay, we will get you that list of exercises. Yeah, I'm sure she has it. So I will get those for her. But if you guys wouldn't mind taking that survey, I'll just ask for your address and I'll get these resistance bands and that particular workout in the mail to you guys. But thank you. I will send everyone out with the recording after this. I think she popped back on. Hey, Chrissy,
Yes.
I think we lost you for a minute.
Sorry, our internet cut out. I'm glad it cut out then and not during the workout. Yes, thank you everybody so much for joining, and hopefully that just give you an idea of things that, you know, we tried to show you a lot of modifications. So no matter what level you're at, there's ways that you can start, ways that you can progress. The really cool thing about bodyweight exercises is you really can do a lot without any equipment at all. And then you'll have the resistance bands, which offer you a lot of flexibility for working like smaller muscle groups, or maybe you want to pinpoint something. So doing things like tricep extensions with the bands, or hip extensions, or things along those lines. So yeah, thank you so much for joining. It was so great to be here with you all tonight.
Awesome. Well, thanks everyone. We will follow up after this, and I really appreciate you joining. Have a great evening.